machine. And then went through a dungeon. When I was doing the mass dungeon, I would enter and I would get, see, boss music. And then when I beat the dungeon, I'd get music like I failed, but I still win. And it's not happening on my other 2 accounts, which is very strange, so I don't know what's up with that. So I guess I'll just do a box video, and yeah, I don't really have all my team set up yet for a team review, but I can go through my box. This guy, he's one of my favorite fire subs. I'm waiting for the Twin Fire Dragon team so I can use him more often, because I don't really have a mono fire team until when we get Leland's Ultimate Evolution. I'm going to be using him. And Hera, I use her in my Gomon team and my Red Sonya team. Red Gomon. So I used to use him to farm King of the Gods, but now I use different teams that are quicker and require less stalling. I plus 297 to him because I was going to use him in the Twin Fire Dragon team, and he has an update where his max skill is going to go down to 16, and the RCV helps the Twin Fire Dragon team. I rolled Minerva in the last Godfest, and I need to get her some skill ups so I can use her in my Red Sonya Lubu team to beat Legendary Earth fairly easily. Cow. So this guy's pretty good. He has a 2-turn delay for fire teams. Yeah, you can use Echidna, but he's an attacker. He has a skill block too, which is nice, and a fire row enhance. And he pluses, and he changes water orbs to fire, which is also a little bit bonus. And I'm sure all these gods that don't have ultis will get good ones in the future. This guy is a good attacker that pluses fire orbs. He has good RCV and attack, low HP. Ifrit, one of my late bloomer dragons, he is fun to use as a leader with another Ifrit, or Yamateru, the heroic fire god. I also use him in my Red Sonya team as a sub. I'm trying to get him some more skill ups because his skill increases fire type attacks. I think it's 1.2 times damage. Echidna, she is pretty good in any team just for her delay and her RCV. Have another one. I'm gonna finish her last skill when we get Scarlet Snake Princess on 2 times. Whenever the bugs are fixed, because right now, I don't know, special dungeons are all jacked up. This is a Ripper Dragon, the little red dragon, Ultimate Evolved. He's pretty good. Haven't really used him yet. This is one of my Gigases. I really liked him. If plus 8s were easier to get, I would plus 297 him for the Twin Fire Dragon team, because he's got that 5-turn countdown to make fire orbs, and that would be good for farming Legendary Earth as well. Shaitan, he's okay. You could use him in a devil team like Sonya. He's got okay awakenings. His stats are fairly low, and his skill isn't all that great. My Red Sonya, I plus 297'd her. She was a very good addition to my monster box. This is my second Sonya. I max skilled her, and I use her in the Xerox team. This is Blairjaw Ultimate Evolved. Leland, plus 297'd her. I might use her in my Twin Fire Dragon team when he comes. I tried to skill her up with 5 red chasers. Of course she got 0 skill ups. Uriel, I think he has an Ultimate Evolution now in Japan. Haven't really checked it out. One of the sticker healer girls. Haven't used her much. Dino Rider's Ultimate Evolution is pretty overpowered. So are all the riders with their ultimate evolutions. I will use him in the Leland team to cover wood. My second Gigas, one of the golems, I'm gonna ultimate evolve all three of them when they are released. This guy, I un-ultied him for low cost dungeon. I think it was Gaia. Mastering, he has an ultimate evolution coming that's pretty good. And you can use a challenge mode team of 6 masterings and keep using orb refresh. I saw that as one of the tricks for Twinlets, but I haven't tried it. No, it wasn't Twinlets. Well, Twinlets you have to have 5 of them max skilled. Challenge mode you can use 6 of them with helpers. This is a low cost Echidna. I don't remember what her cost is. I think it's 13 when you evolve her again, which I think I should do. King Flamey, let's see. So I got both Lakshmis, but I don't really use her. Orochi, he's pretty good. His countdown is just really high, so I don't really use him unless it's a zombie leader. Oh, let's go show. So this team my friend told me to make, and we tweaked it for the Goldkeeper with a Odin helper, which I will try next Tuesday. I rolled Hermes. He's a pretty nice monster, but I haven't really used him much. I don't really use water monsters all that much yet either. So we got Hera I just max skilled. I use her or Vampire Duke and Haku for the watercolor. Neptune, he's a good poison monster, especially for more, well, I guess, Odin-friendly teams. Soon Quan, he is a nice healer sub. He's got great health, and he has a 2-turn delay and a good burst for healers. Kraken, ultimate evolved, haven't really used him. I also have this guy here that pluses orbs for water physical teams. Siren max skilled is a pretty nice monster for a lot of teams, especially no RCB dungeons. Late bloomer, Leviathan. Haven't used him much yet, but he has his uses. This is the little blue dragon ultimate evolved. I haven't used him either. So, the blue Vampire Duke. He is good, but it's hard to find helpers for him. I had a team idea for him as a sub, but I already forgot what it was. This guy is pretty good. I think his ultimate evolution is physical. So he's kind of like a blue Odin, but, you know, not exactly, but he's got those good awakens. Gabriel, haven't used him. Second Seatrid. What is this, the Marine Rider? I have all the riders, I think, except for the wood one. And they're all getting ultimate evolutions. That's just the mech dragon. So I have all the fruit dragons except for strawberry, which is fire, which I really want. I used to use him in my Odin resist healer team for his skill. Undine. So I believe I have all these series. I don't really know what they're called, but they all have 2.5 times HP, and they void their weakness damage. Here's the other golem max skilled. Megalodron. I saw a good team with him as a sub for Seachrid. I keep saying Kuchu. I have him for, I don't really know why he's low cost. I can't think of anything I would use him for, because Gaia is wood. But I max skilled him without his dungeon, so that's how bad the rem is. My second Orochi, another Undine, King Bubbly. So we got Gaia. I guess good for all the wood attackers that have been coming out. Sasuke, he's another good monster. Hera Bork, so I farmed her on Legend to max skill Michael. And somehow I got a ton of skill ups. I don't know how that happened. I don't think I will even use her. Parvati, she's good in my Guan Yu team, but I haven't really used it yet. She's more of a stat stick. Heracles, he definitely has his uses, especially if you don't have Izanagi. Susanoo, max skilled, he can't be binded when you awaken him. He is very good. Green Sonya, another one of my favorite dragon subs. Which I will go here. So this is my main dragon team. I haven't decided if I'm gonna plus my second Sonya, but I have been continuing Great Dragon again. Artemis, she has some hard skill ups to get, so I haven't really used her. Bastet, I like her, I use her a lot now. Kuchu, he's really good. I ultimate evolved him and then reversed it because I like him as a sub with the dark attribute right now. Freya, she's really nice to have in my wood teams when I don't want to use King Woodsy. Zeus Dios, a great leader, especially if you got friends with him max skill. They only have a few, so I haven't really used him a whole lot yet, but I really want to. I can use him with King Woodsy or Freya, and if I use with Freya, then I get those 3 bursts in, and I have another skill boost, and more rows. Ceres, she is nice for like Lucifer teams, or Satan team. Well, I don't know how much for Satan team, but Lucy team, she can recover binds. The big Guan Yu, I like him as a sub in some teams for his awakens right here. For a leader, he's kind of weird and off color still. This guy is good. I pretty much have a full wood team now that's attacker, but no real burst. What is Freya? She's a healer, which is weird. Okay, this guy is an attacker who pluses wood orbs. I just max skilled Arune off farming Hera Georg on Legend, as I did Michael. Fafnir, another good late bloomer dragon. This is the little green dragon. Haven't used him a whole lot yet. Perseus, a very nice monster and a good sub for his skill lock. I could use him in my Cushy team if my Bastet team or Cushy team if I awaken him more. This guy will be a lot better when we get his awakens. He's good for beginners to use as helpers for things like the Wednesday dungeon. Seal, he's good for mono-wood teams. I don't really use him other than that. Cushy, I need to awaken for that skill block. And I got 1 skill up on her, but I didn't get the max skiller. Tengu, definitely a nice monster. Astaroth, I have all of the archdemons except for Belial. Michael again. The green sticker girl, don't really use her that much. Green Odin. I haven't awoken him because the only time I have him up is for people to use. My second Susanoo, second Guan Yu, Draggy. I really want to skill him up, but it's kind of tough because you gotta evolve all the Draggies. There's the Melon Dragon. We got Robin, who I wish I could un-evolve. for low cost dungeons. 2 more green Odins, max skill golem. I awoken him with an evoed 1 I rolled from the Ram. Whoa, 3rd Susano? I didn't even know I had 3. Another series who I was gonna do light type. I got 2 of these sylphs, which are good for low cost dungeons with those leaks you get in Gunma collab. The toy dragon, I don't really like him. King Woodsy. Here we go, my bad boy Zeus. Takes around 50 or more Zeuses, depending on your luck, on 2 times skill up to max skill him. El Metatron, definitely a nice monster. What else? Fumakataro, I really like this guy with my Divine Gon team. I got Amaterasu. He's a Nami, one of the harder bosses to beat. I can only tackle her on Legend. I almost beat her on Mythical with my Bastet team, but I brought 4 skill blocks in when I should have brought 5 skill blocks because somehow she skill blocked me with 80%. And if she didn't skill block me, I could have 1-hit KO'd her. This guy, Gung-Ho just released 2 Ultimate Evolutions for him. You probably have to IAP some to get it, but he will definitely be the Metatron of Dragons, and if you have Sonia's and Grape Dragon, that Dark Light Ultimate Evolution will be really, really good. Definitely worth getting if you got Sonia's and a Grape Dragon. Can't wait for that. I just hope some more people will be able to get him. Valkyrie, she has a lot of uses as a sub and a leader. Athena, don't really use her that much. I made her just because I had 2. I do use her in my healer teams, especially the DQ-XQ right here. I stopped on her RCB for now because she doesn't really need it. Okay, I'm back. I had to go somewhere. It's so windy in California. Come on. It's so windy in California that, you know, there's like the small street signs, and they have like the green signs on top that make an X for both directions. Well, the top of the sign blew off and it was on the ground, on the street. Alright, anyways, back to this. Okay, so now we got Unicorn. I fed him like 9 for 1 skill up, and I use them to awaken him also. Good for healer team, but low stats already. And Divine Gon. So he is perhaps my best leader to farm Twinlets. I also have that Sonya team, and I made both of those videos if you want to check them out. Okay, and then we got both of the angels. Oh, and I have all of these little angel healer girl series, not angels, but all the healer girl series. Like Siren, Echidna, these guys, Lilith, they're all max skilled. But I max skilled her and her farming Zeus to max skill Zeus. Because Cupid drops 100%. So does Zeus, but this is the little light dragon that is a healer, and he's got nice stats for, like, if I wanted to use my Kuryu, he would be a decent dragon to use. This is one of those other characters that have the 2.5 times HP. I have a low cost one. Evolved, she unultimate evolved, I think their cost is still low. Godly Knight of the Sky Verge. I believe we're getting his skill up this week, maybe? I don't recall. But he is an invaluable light sub. Take Minekata. I don't use her a whole lot. Her lead skill is weird. I don't really like it. She's good in a Kieran team. He's a Nagi, so this guy I really like a lot, especially for those dungeons where I use skill locks. Angelion, I don't really use her anymore now that I have DQ XQ. Her attack is really low, but I guess her HP is nice. This guy, he's really cool, but I haven't found a good way to use him yet as a sub. When I rolled him, I was so happy that I max leveled him in a day. This guy I was excited to get too, but haven't really found a good way to use him. So I saved a couple of these for like quick farming. They work well, with this guy also. And the Ancient Dark Dragon skills up this guy, who you can get in Hera is, but it is a low drop rate, I believe. But I think it's higher than 2% because I had a couple of them. Now let's see. I got 2 Dragon Rider Arthurs. Again, their ult ties are pretty nice. They just have low recovery. Lemon Dragon is another one that goes in that Twinlet Divine Gone team. Another rider. This guy, most of his skill ups are from rem rolls. So you can see how many golems I get. But for some reason, those rem rolls skilled him up with a high skill up rate. So it's not like I had a billion. Shiny. I was making a low cost one, but I fed him about 15 Mystic Knights and he didn't get 1 skill up. Perhaps my most favorite monster right now is Zerog. It took me over 100 ranks to max skill him. And yeah, Legendary Earth is not 100% win, but with my Zerog team, I had the most success. I just max skilled her yesterday like Hera is. They both had 25 countdowns, so I did them first. My second Hera that I don't really use. This guy is pretty good. Let's see. A lot of the times I use my Satan sub so I don't heal, but it's kind of difficult to manage that. Don't really use him a lot unless I'm making walkthroughs. Okay, Hanzo 1, which I use a lot. Hanzo 2, not really sure because his HP is so low. Dragon Zombie. So, he's fairly easy to get on the 30 stamina. And he's a stat stick in Red Sonya team. He's good for Green Sonya team. He's got a lot of HP for Dark teams. His RCV shouldn't be a huge problem in Sonya teams or Lucifer teams. But it doesn't help, obviously. Anubis. I want to max skill him next time I get the chance. Because he can't be binded. And aside from a leader, he's a pretty good sub. Changing those wood orbs to dark. Yomi 1. I max skilled Venus and Dark Yomi, Dark Light Yomi, but I didn't get to do this guy yet. My other Yomi who I like the most. And here we go. Dark Izanami. I'm not sure what her max cooldown is. I think it might be 6 cooldown. And it's minus 35% damage for 3 turns, and she's non-rem. Dark Izanami herself is easy to beat on Mythical for me. But if I get the Light Izanami, like I said, it's kind of difficult to beat her. But farming it on Legend is a lot more manageable. Perhaps one of the only dragons I have with a skill resist. Richa might have one, but I mean, Indra might have one, but I don't have Indra. And he's got a pretty good skill. I think it's minus 75% damage for 5 turns, but I'm not sure. Then we got Satan. I only max skilled him because I max skilled both Liliths, who we can see here. Liliths are invaluable for certain dungeons max skilled. Second Satan. Beelzebub, I don't really use that often anymore. Dark Hades, I fed him about 14 or 15 of my remaining hairs and he only got 1 skill up yesterday. Dark Light Hades. Blue Boo. Perhaps one of my more favorite Three Kingdom monsters. I maxed out his RCV, and then I decided to start giving him some other eggs. His attack is already very high. Health is kind of low, but his leader skill boosts HP by 1.35. So this guy invades on Ancient Dark Dragon, but I got them on Satan Descended. Okay, Tiamat. Him and Divine Gun are my favorite late bloomer dragons. I'm going to be trying to at least get his skill to 15 cooldown because my team has 10 skill boosts. I think if I use him as a sub, it would be 9 skill boosts. But that skill, when I use it with my Xerog team, it gets like the plus 297 Xerog dark attack up to 800,000 to 1 million with 2 dark rows. So it's very helpful. The little black dragon, Ultimate Evolved. He has a nice skill too, but it's hard to skill up right now. Thanatos is pretty cool. If you can max skill him, he would be a lot better. My other Vampire Duke. Let's see. This guy I'm going to try to max skill. I think we'll be getting 2 times drop in a little bit today. Jester Dragon, don't really use him anymore. Haku. So I max skilled her and plus 297'd her. Still awaiting her ultimate evolution. This Haku got a few skill ups. He is more of a trophy. He has his uses. This guy, I think I'm pausing on Grape Dragon to plus him a little bit because he's really good. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to awaken him. Grips Rider, he was a nice roll. So now I have all the D Metatron subs, but no D Metatron. This is one of my pieces to my Xerog team. He got a skill up from a Grape Dragon because I had like 5. So this guy I got farming the Mythic Stone Dragon for Dark Keepers, and then I skilled him up a little bit. Alma I use instead of Loki because I don't have him. Loki would be really nice to roll for my Haku team though. So I haven't skilled him up, I've been feeding them all to the Light Golem. Low cost Thanatos, 2 baddies. Yeah, I tried to skill baddie and shiny up, and I fed them 10 with 0 skill up, so I stopped there. And that's it for my monster box. Maybe I'll do some team reviews later, but I usually just make videos of dungeons with specific teams anyways, so I don't know if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.